Hi, everybody, and welcome to a mini episode of No Story is Sacred. If you've never listened before, basically we're four siblings who grew up talking about the art of storytelling. Now that we're adults, we're still talking about it, and we're inviting you to join the conversation. I'm Brendan, and
we don't for minisodes.
Oh, right. I'm Brendan.
I'm Pippin.
And I'm Alex.
It's like nobody reads the cheat sheet.
Wait. Oh,
you're right.
We have to wait for Kat to say her name. Wait.
All right,
I'm Kat, and I got a face on instead of hanging out with my siblings.
Yep. All right, today we're going to be talking about a couple of sketches that I wrote, because that's a thing I do now.
You started with improv, and it's just been a downward slide since then.
It's a slippery slope, y'all. It's,
That first hit was free, and now they've got you. Just one more, man. I can do it. Just one more class.
I mean,
can quit
before
anytime.
you know it...
When are you sending your audition reel to SNL?
Oh, fuck, no.
I love you, but SNL is a young man's game.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was imagining that with like a cigarette or something. SNL is a young man's game.
Some of the players started later in life.
Also, the writer's room is different than the performers.
Okay, but it's still staying up outrageously.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even talking about performers. I am talking about the writer's room.
Fair enough.
They're like up all night every week.
Ooh,
Yeah.
up past 9. My
Yeah,
God.
Brun.
Yeah, Brun.
Can you handle that?
Day in, day out.
And if that scares you, sometimes they stay up past 10.
No.
You know what I look forward to?
Yeah?
What do you look forward to?
I look forward to... We're going to be talking about sketches, and therefore probably sketch comedy, for admittedly a short amount of time, because this is a mini-sode. But I look forward to Kat listening to this later, and getting mad at us for not having the same opinions as her.
Of course. But,
Hey.
you know, we have the right opinion, so... yeah.
Hey.
I'm always right. It says so in my Twitter.
Hey. Kat and I bond over SNL sketches.
I'm just saying, she's going to have very loud opinions.
Yep, and that's what she gets for missing on this mini-sode.
That we totally planned very far in advance. Everyone knew we were doing it.
Very far.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
So I have like an hour-long treatise on what makes comedy. And first of all,
I will be logging off in 45 minutes whether we're done or not.
I mean, here's the thing. If it makes you laugh, hey, it's comedy. Done.
yeah.
Treatise
It's true.
done.
Yeah.
In this case, the reason why I wrote a couple sketches here is that the improv troupe I've been a part of since before the pandemic. Whoa. We're trying to branch out to new things now that we can actually safely congregate in kind of small pods, more or less.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all vaccinated, you know, people involved in live performances and comedy, first in line whenever they possibly could to get vaccinated. Not surprising, right?
Weird that.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Like, I'm sorry, an opportunity to hang out with people again? Do you promise?
Oh my God, it's happening. And as such, we actually have an upcoming Halloween-themed show coming up at the end of October down at the theater. And I think we might be trying to figure out ways to record it after the fact so people can enjoy it at their leisure later.
Ooh.
I mean, that's its own technical can of worms, which I won't get into now, because, damn it, we're talking about creativity and writing and stuff like that.
Art!
The art. My art. So I guess here's a question for you two. Do you want to talk about the two sketches that I wrote first, or do we want to talk about the brainstorming process that was done to get to the sketches?
Let's hear what you yourself through. Let's see where what you put yourself through. My bet is that you did the aesthetic style. No, not aesthetic. Aesthetic. The aesthetic.
Ooh, that sounds like a terrible YouTube channel. Write it down.
Thanks for coming to my band, the Aesthetic. But yeah, you did the aesthetic way. You know, you locked yourself in a cold room with it's just a table, a chair, paper and pens.
Yes, that's 100% how it's done. You cracked the code, Alex. You did it.
That's how you make comedy.
Yep. Comedy is best done in a vacuum with no social commentary or context.
Yep.
It's true. Ask anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all comedy is ageless. And never.
Oof. Anyway, the process that was done for this is actually a pretty straightforward brainstorming trick, because these were intended to be Halloween sketches, and starting off in early September is a good time frame for starting to write this stuff, especially if you aren't accustomed to doing it, which I am not. I don't really write sketches all that often. So the brainstorming process was to first spend like 3 to 5 minutes just writing Halloween topics. Like anything that comes to your mind when you think of Halloween, write it down on the list. For instance, on my little brainstorm here, like line number 1 was Jack Skellington, and it went downhill from there. Like, there's annoying children, there's pumpkin spice lattes, there's TPing teachers' houses. It had everything. And then, the second part, unrelated to the Halloween topic, was to think about, in the last week or two, anything that caught your attention. Like, or just a hobby you did, just something that you recently did. Or just amusing even, like, or not amusing, a thought, whatever. So, like, one thing that I wrote was that I'd been watching way too much Great Food Truck Race.
As if there's such a thing.
As if. And it's just, you just make a list of those topics. It's a much shorter list in the same amount of time you have to write, because trying to be introspective about what you do with your own free time, kind of difficult.
Every time someone asks you, so what did you do this weekend? Nothing.
Exactly.
So, Halloween theme of Great British Bake Off would be a various, a slasher, or presented with their challenge. Okay, so, we want you to present us a grisly murder. Here,
well,
using only,
damn it,
using only this dumb teenager and a box grader.
Well, shit. Now I know what I should have written instead. Although that would be a very complicated shoot to do, because I'd have to recreate the baker's tent. Because now I'm like, oh, great, the great Halloween kill-off. Damn it.
Which one?
What?
Which one's Paul Hollywood?
I don't know. Hannibal Lecter.
All I know is that Noel Fielding just shows up as Noel Fielding.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, the thing is, Al, you get to the third part of the brainstorming activity, which is to combine the first two elements together just as a quick, like, I want to write this as a sketch, maybe. So, like, some sketches that didn't make that I never even entertained, really, aside from just making a one-line pitch, was like Jack Skellington having to figure out the mechanics of picking up ghost dog poop. That kind of thing. So what ended up happening was I kind of picked two ideas that I just wanted to run with as a, like, I think I could make something happen from this. And so one of them, Al, was movie monsters holding a book club meeting.
Yep.
Being weirdly wholesome. And the other one was ghosts commuting to a haunted house. That was the original concept for the 2 sketches that I worked on. And they're still going to be worked on even from this point. There's probably going to be more revisions before I actually get to filming in a couple weeks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people actually in the sketch might have opinions.
Yep. Oh, the people acting will act and make things sound more human, maybe? I don't know. Who knows?
What?
Like, your first draft dialogue doesn't always sound natural. I've never heard of that happening.
Weird.
That all sounds fake.
I'm perfect every single time I write. What are you talking about? And so, I went and made very rough drafts of the 2 sketches before meeting with the group that isn't you guys. Yeah, I see.
What?
I see other groups behind your back.
We are scandalized.
How dare you?
And let me tell you.
Excuse me while I go text my other group chat about this.
Tap, 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 tap. And I'll tell you guys, the sketches that I gave you, those are like more or less the second draft, because the first ones were bad. Because the entire thing you want to do with the first draft is like write 5 to 6 pages of utter dross. Get the words out, get to an end, boom, done, yay.
It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. You won.
Yes.
Yeah. Even then, if it has a beginning, an end, and a middle that's kind of shitty, you still won. Hey, you did it.
You made the beginning and an end, but you put the middle. After all of those,
which is strange. It seems like an E. Cummings poem. Now,
nice. Good job.
Thank you. I was like, wait, what would that actually look like? Okay, boom. So, I guess the first sketch was, again, Monster Book Club. This one hasn't really changed too much from that initial little pitch line. It's, Damien from The Omen is running a book club out of, the Voorhees' basement, basically. Or just a family room. Doesn't really matter. Whatever room I can get, I don't care. And it's Damien as if being portrayed by, like, adult Steve from Blue's Clues is the intention. So he's just, like, really interested in what you have to say. But, this entire sketch is just meant to be almost like an absurdist sketch where it's like, these are movie monsters sharing what books they've just read. So, like, you got Freddy being a wise ass, yet he also has been reading Carl Jung, which, for the philosophy nerds in the audience, yeah, you get the firm chuckle.
Yeah.
And just going downhill from there with occasional interjections from Jason's mom, Mrs. Voorhees, who's basically sounding like a Minnesota housewife. And, it just goes from there to, again, more movie monster references through actual books. And then we end with Damien reading from the Necronomicon and ending the world.
As one does.
Because I'll tell you what, ending sketches is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people should get off SNL's case about it, even though we will never get off SNL's case about it.
They are trained professionals being paid to do this. They can be criticized for this.
Yeah.
I suppose. I feel for them, though.
Feel for them.
Oh, yeah.
But they're supposed to be,
goddamn professionals.
They're the ones who are supposed to be good at it.
When it lands, it lands.
Oh, yeah.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't actually like sketch comedy that much.
Dun,
Scandal.
dun, dun. But Pip, we've watched sketch comedy since we were wee babes. what about all the time watching kids in the hall?
I don't like it that much.
You
My
look
God.
at you look at Norher McDonald. Oh, no, not Kevin McDonald. Oh, why are there so many McDonald's in sketch comedy?
I basically think it's because there are so many McDonald's in Canada.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
You look at Kevin McDonald and you tell him that you don't like sketch comedy.
Okay, where is he?
He shows up in Pittsburgh sometimes. He's taught workshops at the arcade before.
See, now that it's actually not impossible.
The dream is there for you, Pippin.
I'd feel bad about it.
Well, I guess from you guys' perspective, looking at Monster Book Club, because...
the other thing is I don't do horror, so...
Yeah, I know. This is like...
A double whammy.
I am not Pippin. Haha.
Yeah.
But you do books. You do books.
I do books.
But does she do book clubs?
I don't do book clubs. I also don't do babysitters clubs, so a very important joke was completely lost on me.
Oh. Yeah, for the listening audience, I have a joke in there where Michael Myers has been starting to read the Babysitters Club series. He took a stab at it.
Wow. Yeah, Brendan texts the sibling of all to go, what babysitter's book should he read? And Kat, being who she is as a person, starts listing off potential books. So I'm over here trying to learning the plot to Halloween from the titles of Babysitter Club books.
Yeah, it's fun like that. Ironically, I didn't use any of them, because the sketch was running too long, so I had to cut a little bit. Because here's the thing, you don't want a sketch going over 5 minutes, usually. And I'm right at the 5-minute line with this sketch.
Yeah, I can see by the end you might need to cut one of the monsters.
Yeah, I'll probably cut Hannibal Lecter. He doesn't really add it much.
But he had my favorite joke.
Oh, yeah?
He's the one where I actually chuckled out loud.
Okay, well then I guess I have to keep it.
Just after picking their brain for a while, I legit laughed out loud.
Yep. Okay, I maybe I could just cut the extra Jason having read Walden line. Because that doesn't actually do anything new.
And really
I'll think about it.
And really depends on your audience having read Walden.
Yeah, I know, right? You ingrates didn't read it in high school. You don't get the fact that Walden is a pond, and also the fact that Henry David Thoreau was living with his mother at the time.
No. He was living on his own. He just had his mother come to do his laundry.
Thoreau can fucking bite me. God damn it.
And
we went to because they wish to live. Whatever, dude.
Listen, existentialism just be like that sometime.
Existentially terrible.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like I want to cut one of the dude lines because I want to try and make sure that, we maintain at least some amount of, diversity within casting whenever possible.
Oh, totes. Also, I just remembered that Rosemary's Baby is a thing.
Yep.
Tokyo.
Because I wasn't connecting it before.
Rosemary read What to Expect When You're Expecting.
I don't do horror.
Well, here's the thing, again, no actual horror happens in the sketch, Pippin.
That's true.
But it's implied.
There's some implied stuff.
Because I don't do horror, I had to think about the jokes more.
It's about the implications.
Because I had to sit there and go be like, what's your deal? Why is this joke? Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
I just now got my one. Maybe they're eating gushers because I guess they gush blood. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't.
Again, I just wanted to have a wholesome moment there. It's like, okay, yeah, this is just meant to be silly and absurd, but also, yeah, gushers, blood gushers.
Yeah.
And to the listening audience, I apologize because you know what? This sounds like a fever dream if you don't get the rest of the context, but later on, you'll probably be able to watch the sketch as we upload it online later.
For that one, you're probably going to need to connect that with a visual gag of, someone with someone holding down biting down on a burst pack or something.
I mean, hell, I might just cut that part. I don't know.
Listening audience, know that if we link the video later and Hannibal isn't in it, I am upset and angry and will never forgive him. Just so you know.
Yeah, there's a Hannibal Lecter line. I'm probably going to keep it because also having Hannibal Lecter having read Eat, Pray, Love just sounds fun.
It sounds very NBC's Hannibal.
Anyway, so yeah, that's Monster Book Club. It's just meant to be like an absurd sketch.
It's fun. I will give you that. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going for,
Yep.
honestly. Because the other way you can do it is do like the fish out of water sketch where you just have like a completely like normal person accidentally going to the Monster Book Club.
And as much as I don't really do sketch, I also, in this realm of things I don't particularly like, I really don't like the fish out of water ones.
Well, you could have...
Because give me...
Well, you could have, start out to look like the person's a normie and at the end, and oh wait, it's Dracula. Or, oh wait, it's Dracula.
I think that's what I was going with Damien being the book club host because nobody actually refers to him directly as Damien until the very end of the sketch.
Legit, man. Legit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And that's when he's like, oh, I forgot. I read the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, and starts reading aloud his favorite passage, which ends the world.
Woo!
Because, here's the thing. I don't know how to end sketches either. So, end the world. Done. Boom.
Listening audience, also if Pittsburgh gets wiped off the map, it's because Brendan wrote a sketch that involves reading aloud from the Book of the Dead.
Whoops.
No.
Just so everyone's aware, he did this.
No! You mustn't read from the book!
Well, I assume that the good folks of Boston will read from the Book of the Living, the Book of Light, whatever plot point there was from the Mummy.
Did they read from?
So, anyway,
Yeah.
The other sketch was the ghosts going on a commute, and after the real brutal first draft, which was only like 2 or 3 pages, it was not long because you run out of steam real quick when you have ghosts going on a commute. Because I was just musing about how it's really weird going on a commute post-COVID. COVID lockdowns, I mean. But in the meeting with the team during the first draft phase, like either myself or somebody else had just mentioned Uber a couple of times, and then I just kind of cracked a joke like, like Boober. And then that just stuck in my head. I'm like, wait a second. I can go juvenile with this. And thus the sketch Boober happened, where you follow a couple of frat bro types after a game, not wanting to pay surge pricing on their ride home, discover the Boober app, and being the frat bros they are, decide that obviously must mean that it's like the Hooters app of ride sharing, and sign up for it.
Yeah, I forgot the conceit of the sketch when you first sent it. So I just saw Boober, so I made a face, and in my head I was like, Brendan, I thought you were better than this.
Oh, don't worry, you can still think that.
I mean, you still can, but like every other spoiler, the other characters that aren't the frat bros are ghosts. Every single time they mention the app, they stress Boober because it's Uber for ghosts. And you just get ghosts being picked up by this Uber driver and giving advice about unlife. And then the sketch ends with the reveal that the 2 frat bros have been dead this entire time. Because why not?
Because they deserve to die.
Well, You actually contributed to this one, Pippin, a little bit, because one little prop I'll have to make is a fake news line of two drunk idiots dying at a local game. And I kept, or stole, however you want to phrase it, T-shirt cannon aim would be impressive if not so tragic as their cause of death. That's
you're welcome to it. I was very proud of it.
Oh yeah, no, that was great. So yeah, as spoiler for the end of the sketch, the two frat bros dead the entire time, and that's why they're on the Boober app.
But yeah, no, y'all can keep your sketches and your short stories and your novels. Me, I'm here for the pithy one-liners.
Hey, there was the one-liner I put in there where, the ghost George is being upset about unlife and how, he thought that, scaring people was the way to move on from being a ghost, but no, it's actually like settling your earthly affairs. But I just, for the hell of it, threw in the fact that he scared an entire glee club so bad that one of them ended up in the hospital.
It happens. Also, I just realized that my window's still open a crack. I'm just gonna go quickly close that.
Go for it.
For all 10 minutes we have left in this minisode, keep that bit in. Make sure to raise the audio, raise the volume on her shutting the window.
Sorry about that.
There's nothing to apologize for, Pippin. We weren't making fun of you.
Apologize.
Yeah.
And yeah, the two frat bros being dead the entire time, again, it's that conceit of, I need to end this sketch somehow, how do I do it? They've been dead for 40 years.
Whoa.
Or just 40 minutes, I mean. And yeah, that's entirely what I was just gonna go with that. So, yeah. Everybody screams at the end. Huzzah.
I mean, you can do worse than ending with screaming.
Yeah.
Yep, screams, extreme close-ups. We're good. I look forward to the next phase where I'll be taking this back to the writing group, and we'll probably do some cold reading, do some notes, some edits, and then I will probably have to figure out how to shoot the damn thing. Because, of course, I set it in a car. And that means that car will have to be in motion.
Yeah, you done fucked up, kid.
I did. But yeah. So those are the two sketches.
Or here's an idea. Just to have them be in a still movie in car and not bother with that. I mean, like with sketch comedy, people have a lot more allowances.
Oh yeah. No, you can have the car going like 5-10 miles an hour and you're fine. Never go full speed in a shoot. That's a recipe for disaster. And nobody actually pays attention.
Or not
Our eyes will be able
not move at all and just have an occasional old person with a flashlight pass by to give the illusion of passing traffic.
funny.
You could do that. Shooting at night's always tricky though, because you'll have to also set up a lot more lights in the cars. But definitely possible. It's a good thought.
Huh.
So yeah, those are the two sketches. We have dead frat bros and monsters enjoying a wholesome book club. Hooray!
And I gave you sketch number 3 earlier.
That's true. Oh yeah. The great Bake Off, but with monsters.
Yeah.
Or you could just to make filming of that a little easier. You could just have serial killers.
Yeah.
That could just be fun. And I keep on thinking that there's got to be a sketch in there out there somewhere talking about how like fictional New York, like half the population has to be serial killers.
True.
Because my goodness, fictional New York, it's a it's a bad town.
Yeah.
I
Dun
mean,
dun.
shit seems to be going down all the time.
All the frickin' time. Have you watched Elementary? My goodness. There's like serial killers under the floorboards.
And that old man I killed.
It is I, the floorboard killer.
No, oh god damn it, no.
In what way are you the floorboard killer? Do you, like, is it that you put people under the floorboards, or do you kill them with floorboards? Like,
Neither. I'm made of floorboards.
nope. Nope.
When are you gonna go fight Daredevil after this?
Nope. Nope.
Yes.
I'm out. Nope. Not doing with this. Not dealing with this.
So I guess one thing I was just thinking about, you guys, as part of No Story is Sacred, should we delve more into sketch and stuff like that? It's the precious content.
Look, I made you some content.
Yes.
Daddy made you your favorite.
Because I feel like we always end up having, like, little vignettes that we discuss outside of our story changes.
Yeah. Just little 5 to 10 second and short films.
Yeah. It could be great on TikTok.
No lies, someone did just send me a link to a TikTok video. But also, all of our phones these days are just, amazing bits of camera technology.
Weird. Sounds fake.
That can do today what major motion pictures were doing in the 90s.
Oof.
I just watched.
We could film The Matrix on our phone.
I just watched a video of Adam Savage from MythBusters talking about exactly that. How he lifted his phone up and, like, this is a better camera than what we were working on when we first started MythBusters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every once in a while I look at my phone, I'm like, why aren't I into filmmaking?
Well, Pip, if you write a sketch that you profess that you hate, I'll film it.
I feel like it should be the other way around, considering I'm the one who just looked at my phone and went, why aren't I in filmmaking?
Oh. Whoops.
Wow, what you want, mister, is to have your cake and eat it too.
Yes. Look, I like
God
cake.
damn it. That's fair.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like cake?
Yeah. Or, listeners, you can start making animatics. Like, we're cool with that. We fucking love, fucking love animatics. Like, you're welcome.
That's how we'll know we made it.
Yeah, you're welcome to make an animatic as a floorboard killer.
Oh, don't start with a floorboard killer.
There's so many other characters
Start
over the
with
years.
one with us making fun of Cat.
I mean, that is on brand.
Come on. Oh. Is there
It's like
anything
we're making
else?
fun of Cat, and then the animag cuts to a different clip of Cat calling us motherfuckers.
Yes.
And I think that's it for now.
Huzzah.
For now.
But only for now.
Like most sketches, let's just end this really awkwardly.
Yes.
Hold on, let me say a really bad line into camera real quick that it doesn't get a laugh, and then we just kind of
There's the implied wah, wah.
Yeah.
quick Pete Davidson and smirk at the camera.
All right. Can you take us out, Pippin?
Yes. As always, if you have a story to submit, head on over to nostorysacred.com/submission. Follow us on Twitter at nostorysacred, or send an email through contact@nostorysacred.com. Your hosts have been Brendan McDonald, Pippin McDonald, Alex McDonald, and I guess Catherine Crichton. Editing for this episode done by Brendan. Transcript done by Ashley DaCosta. Art by Jay Wolf. Show notes and transcript are available at nostorysacred.com. Thanks for listening, everyone, and please rate, review, and subscribe to No Stories Sacred. You can also visit our Patreon page to support the show and get neat rewards at patreon.com/nostorysacred. Until next time, we're No Stories Sacred, and any story can be changed. I'm Pippin.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Brendan.
And we're
No story is sacred.
Sacred.